When it comes to this, you are not ready. The trial of Ripple against the Securities and Exchange Commission has been going on for 4 years, and today, something that was inconceivable to happen actually took place. The CC was subjected to a great deal of criticism, which, according to the opinions of various experts, will result in Ripple's win this month. On the surface, it may appear to be an impossible task, but the situation is only going to get more intriguing. There is a possibility that the XRP Ripple coin will hit $100 this summer, according to the management of Ripple. For every single person who has XRP Ripple, that video is the most essential one. There is no way you can afford to miss it. The stunning triumph for XRP comes with a disclaimer. Advocates of equitable regulatory procedures and supporters of the Ripple cryptocurrency within the context of the debt box case, the district court has issued an order mandating that the Securities and Exchange Commission make a substantial payment of $175 million. A clear message has been sent about the repercussions of misleading behavior on the part of regulatory organizations by this landmark verdict that was handed down by Judge Robert Shelby. XRP Ripple, which is undoubtedly one of the most renowned cryptocurrencies currently available on the market, is at the center of this legal fight. The XRP Ripple is distinguished by its one-of-a-kind consensus mechanism, which is referred to as the Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm. This mechanism enables transactions to take place at a considerably faster and more cost-effective rate in comparison to existing cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. In addition, the platform that Ripple offers makes it possible to make payments and settlements across international borders, which makes it particularly appealing to financial institutions that are looking to streamline their operations. In his blistering indictment of the activities taken by the Securities and Exchange Commission's sake, which he found to be not only deceptive but also carried out in bad faith, Judge Shelby's conclusion is the most important consideration. The lawsuit centered on DebtBox, a cryptocurrency company that was the target of the Securities and Exchange Commission CC for suspected fraudulent operations. The judge, on the other hand, deemed the actions of the SEC to be of the utmost severity, particularly with regard to the acquisition of a temporary restraining order and an asset freeze on DebtBox on the basis of falsified facts. A large amount of financial ramifications will be experienced by the SEC, with an additional $750,000 set aside for receivership fees, in addition to the $1 million that is set aside for attorney fees. These penalties highlight the seriousness of the mistakes made by the Securities and Exchange Commission CC, as well as the consequences of its excessive pursuit of enforcement actions without sufficient proof. The repercussions of this decision go beyond punishments in the form of monetary fines. The Securities and Exchange Commission CC has already been subjected to rising criticism for their management of evidence and the general conduct of the investigation, which has resulted in resignations from officials inside the SEC, notably Michael Welsh. A public criticism of the Securities and Exchange Commission CC for straying from its regular procedures was made by the chief legal officer of Coinbase, which further highlights the agency's mistakes. Going beyond the particulars of this case, the larger argument concerning the regulatory strategy taken by the SEC has emerged as the primary focus of attention. The inclination of the agency to engage in what has been labeled regulation by enforcement has been criticized for a considerable amount of time by critics. They believe that this practice encourages legal uncertainty and stifles innovation in the digital asset field. Additionally, an aggressive approach taken by the Securities and Exchange Commission CC is not restricted to DebtBox. Rather, it extends to other significant platforms such as Binance and Uniswap, portraying a picture of an institution that is prepared to demonstrate its regulatory might. It is especially encouraging for those who have XRP Ripple tokens because of the verdict. Not only does this underline the integrity of Ripple's operations, but it also indicates that there may be a shift towards a more favorable regulatory regulation of cryptocurrencies such as XRP. Clarity in regulatory framework is of the utmost importance for the expansion and adoption of digital assets. And a positive resolution in the judicial process can increase investor confidence, which in turn can drive up demand for XRP. Right now, this is where things start to get really interesting. Despite the fact that we have discussed the legal struggle that is taking place between Ripple and the SEC, the reaction that is taking place within the XRP Ripple community is even more fascinating. Are they looking forward to a speedy victory for XRP Ripple in the conflict that is taking place in the courtroom? Believing me, the things that are brewing in the brains and emotions of people who are passionate about XRP are nothing short of astounding. In preparation for your expectations to be tested and your curiosity to be piqued to an extent that has never been seen before, there is a great deal of excitement and expectation among the XRP Ripple community as the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC continues to unfold. Some members of the community have even referred to it as Judgment Day. A sense of impending, Resolve is evoked by tweets such as the one from XRP Captain, which hint at the near culmination of this saga. In the middle of all the excitement, there are voices such as Jack the Rippler that ooze confidence in Ripple's eventual victory over the SEC. These kinds of professions of faith highlight the constant support that Ripple receives within its community, which is fueled by a confidence in the rightness of their cause. Having said that, there is some degree of skepticism. The severity of the situation is brought to light by tweets such as Ito Farina's, which also bring to light the potential consequences that could result from the acts of the SEC. The argument made by Farina that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) need to be held liable for the financial losses that have been sustained by holders of XRP strikes a chord, indicating the profound frustration that many members of the community are experiencing. Actually, the stakes could not possibly be any greater. Because the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is pursuing billions of dollars in fines from Ripple, the outcome of this legal confrontation could have repercussions that transcend the bounds of the courtroom. In addition to redefining the future course of xrp+ripple, it has the ability to transform the regulatory framework that pertains to cryptocurrencies. In the midst of the ongoing countdown to Judgment Day, the XRP+ripple community finds itself at a crossroads filled to the brim with anticipation, apprehension, and unyielding determination. According to them, the outcome of this legal drama is not solely about what will happen to Ripple. The future of digital assets and the values that they hold dear are at the center of this discussion. Prepare yourselves for the most mind-blowing discovery that has yet to come. Experts and even Ripple's own management are spilling bombshells about the future price of XRP+ripple, so brace yourselves for their revelations. The projections that they are making are well beyond anything that you could have conceived of. Believe me when I say that what you are going to hear will leave you completely speechless. The mind-blowing details will become clear if you continue to watch. There is one thing that is abundantly obvious amidst the flood of tweets and comments that are reverberating around the XRP+ripple community. As a result, both the emotions and the expectations are at an all-time high. The audacious declaration made by Jack the Rippler is audible and unmistakable. The hardest pump will be done by XRP. A large number of XRP supporters are excitedly awaiting a spike in the price of XRP+ripple, and this rallying cry portrays the fervor and belief of those individuals perfectly. The unflinching faith that certain people have in the cryptocurrency's potential for meteoric expansion is an indication of the fact that this is the case. XRP Avengers, who boldly states that XRP cannot remain stationary at its current price levels, is a group that shares this sentiment. The broad excitement that is pervading the community is reflected in their call to action, which encourages followers to repost if they believe that XRP has the potential to rise to $100 or beyond. Many people consider the moon to be more than just a destination, rather, it is an attainable goal. But maybe the most intriguing viewpoint comes from within Ripple itself, and it comes from David Schwartz, who is the Chief Technology Officer for Ripple. His straightforward evaluation of the value of XRP defies the common thinking, which in turn prompts contemplation on the underlying dynamics of the pricing of cryptocurrencies on the market. An insightful and thought-provoking perspective that adds complexity to the ongoing discourse regarding the price trend of XRP is provided by Schwartz's hypothetical scenario, which demonstrates the paradoxical nature of valuing XRP. There is little doubt that the discussion surrounding XRP+ripple goes much beyond the realm of simple speculation. It is a manifestation of the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of a community that is brought together by a shared conviction in the transformative power of digital assets. As the process of determining prices proceeds, there is one thing that can be said with absolute certainty. Exhilarating is the word that comes to mind when thinking about the ride. The tale of alliances and updates that have formed in the wake of these seismic events is about to unfold.